we could find gradually by observing and by inquiring this. And he convinced his wife that he obliged his wife to bring every night another woman for him. So terrible. His wife has to bring another woman for him to satisfy him. So a variety, every day, new. That fellow, if he continues like this, in a few years he will definitely get a very terrible disease.
But he destroys also
The others, he destroys the others. Because others who will agree for this, they are also infected. It is not physical infection, it is infection in the mind. And their children and these children, all generations are completely destroyed. How this can be understood as a disease in normal medical science? Moreover, in the general field of medicine, they say, oh, it is, you have to satisfy these things. Democracy. But it is demonocracy. The so-called democracy is demonocracy. Because their behavior is like demonic behavior. They behave like a beast. It's beastly behavior. And then we have observed the health of the wife, the health of this fellow, and the family conditions. And I and my brother Bujji, EVM Acharya, we both of us, we were discussing how to deal with these fellows, this family, because the wife is also gradually suffering on psychological level, gradually it will descend on the physical level. So how we have to treat? So first of all, this fellow should be treated. So we have to select such remedies which have these tendencies. On high, this is another difficult thing. Because when we teach this, then if you don't have comprehensive understanding, a synthetic understanding, then if you study only the remedies in materia medica, then if you say this remedy we have given, then immediately a half-knowledge person will think that this remedy is only for this. No. We have to have a synthetic study and synthetic understanding. Otherwise, you will fail. So this fellow, then we have observed all the other symptoms in his nature. So he becomes wild, angry and wild when his desires are not fulfilled. And he will get so wild that he may not hesitate to destroy the other person also, such tendency. A very beastly behavior. So then we have selected in homeopathy, but don't write this. It is not always the same, the medicine only for this. It is on this basis we have selected anacardium. We have given this fellow anacardium in very high potency, 50,000 CH. And after a few doses of this, we have given also the next potency, 100,000 CH. Very high.
Is it available in India?
Yes, in India it is available. Yes, in India it is available. Still our homeopathic pharmacies are not too lazy to prepare these potencies.
In our city only even 1,000.
No, in France and Belgium they know officially only 30 potency.
So, how you do this high potency?
Yeah, we by titration. The method given by Dr. Hahnemann. Yes, the same. Never, no deviation from that method.
It takes some time to
Yeah, it takes time still. It is a continuous work. It takes time, but they make still, luckily, very fortunately in India we have, even though there is some laziness or some inertia in our people, but still in these things they are not lazy. So unless you treat this fellow, such fellow from this, you cannot prevent this fellow to get into disease. And also we are not, because if such person is cured in early age, surely completely cured. But if you cross 50 years, if you cross the middle age, at least 50 years, then it is not so easy. Because when you give such high for such deeper symptoms after certain age, then the vital force cannot balance it. So the disease, if it is brought down from the mental into the lower layers, the vital and physical, then his physical body may not be able to withstand also. That danger is also there. All these things were very clearly explained by Hahnemann and Kent, and also by our master, that when you treat a person who came to you after certain age, then be very careful. If you directly target on the higher plane directly, the disease is shifted from that higher level of consciousness to the lower, and then if it is shifted to physical level, then the physical body may not be able to withstand. That danger is there.
You start to treat from the high level?
From the higher level after certain age, because by that time the vital body of the person is already, it lost its power because of the intense miasm, and because of his behavior it has intensified. So his power of the vital force it has already decreased. So if you hit at that level, the disease will be brought from higher level, from mental level to the vital, and vital force is not so strong, then it is reflected on the physical level. Then he may get a permanent deformity or some destruction on the physical tissues. So this is also there. And especially in the treatment of insanity and also in the treatment of this intense miasms of, especially of tuberculosis, advanced degree of this miasm on the higher level, then definitely the physical, it will be reflected on the physical body, and the physical body starts reacting, receiving all this, and it is not strong enough to withstand this. Then you must be able to handle this on the physical level. It is very difficult task for the physician.
In your practice, till what age you use the patient with high pressure?
We have to ascertain from each person, because in some persons still there can be, it is possible that the person is is still stronger, having stronger vital force. We have to with the interaction with the patient, frequently observing. Therefore, that is why the work of the homeopathic doctor is not just only to give away and send away the patient. We have to have a long contact and observation. If you really want to bring a cure in its true sense, it is a long procedure. The patient may not know this, but you have to make a procedure in such a way that again frequently or repeatedly you can observe and you can find out. So this is a continuous task for many years.
Wanted to be true.
In the beginning that is difficult, because this fellow cannot accept that it is a disease. This fellow cannot accept that this is an abnormality and disease.
He will say, I am not sick.
Yeah. Moreover, he feels, see, I am so strong that I can have a variety of this. This is it. So it's not so simple. So when he comes from some ailment, definitely, gradually, repeatedly, he will have some ailments. He will come for treatment. Then keep observing, and then when it is possible, when it is suitable on the physical level also, then you give this medicine. That is how we have to treat such cases.
So to this mentioned patient, you gave this huge
Dose.
potency after which period of this book?
For example, 50,000 CH twice a year.
Yeah, no, I mean.
For how many years?
He came with some nervous.
Yeah, he used to. Because there was luckily this person, he was habituated to come even for little things. Suppose for headache, he used to come to medicine. I have headache like this, and also he was coming. His whole family is coming, so we have a contact and observation for the whole family. So for the wife of this fellow, she is such a type, very susceptible and very delicate, and because of this fellow became more. So for her we have given pulsatilla. For her, we have to give pulsatilla to her in 10,000.
10,000.
Yeah, because she is fully convinced emotionally, mentally, that I have to serve him like this. This is my karma like this. So therefore we have given this to her.
She has to be
Freed from this. So when you know this, it is like a wonderful game. And this is a game with good joy, because you have an opportunity to free some persons from such dangerous conditions. This fellow became so advanced that, because when he has such a behavior, he became so advanced that in the daily life, whenever he sees any woman, his thinking will be of that only. It will be like that. No discrimination.
So they recovered. Yes, did they recover?
Yes, he had a greater change in his behavior later. He became almost
Almost normal.
normal.
What about thoughts?
Thoughts?
Yeah, the same.
it is in the mental level and not yet come to action, then it's much easier to treat.
How you work with this patient and how you see, because they will not say that I'm always every time thinking about a new woman.
No.
How to ask this patient and how to see this chiasm?
When you have gradually you develop an intimacy with the patient, and that the patient, after some time the patient feels that I can tell anything to this doctor because I can reveal myself. So it happens, then gradually the patient will reveal. Yes, this is how we see this. In this case, of course, we also know from his wife. When Master was conducting the training course here in Srisalem, because here in Srisalem when Master started this center, then he has conducted homeopathic training course twice, every time 2 months like this, twice he has conducted, and also about 6 to 7 times he visited this place to treat the patients also. And we were also with him when he was conducting this course. And that time this dam was under construction, so therefore it was very full of people who were working for the dam. There was full activity here in this center, in this township, because that time still the dam is under construction, under finishing stage. So every day there is dispensary. In the morning, 6 o'clock, there is prayer, and after prayer he was giving discourse in the morning on the scriptures, and in the evening 6 o'clock prayer, and then he was giving homeopathic class for 2 hours in the evening, and many people were attending. Even the chief of this project, the chief engineer also, he was also attending the classes. And all the engineers and other teachers and all, they were attending, and I was also attending as a student. Already by that time I was practicing, but still, because when Master was teaching, we had to learn so much. So then one day in the dispensary, then there was a lady who came for treatment, and she was brought by another woman who is from the main organizer of this program. And so they came and they met Master, and this lady wanted to have the treatment. And then for Master it is so easy, because he is, by looking at the person, he knows like X-ray what is happening in the mind, and also what was in the previous birth, and all these things he can see through very clearly. So then for this lady, Master told us, you give aurum metallicum immediately to her, aurum metallicum in 10,000 CH, because otherwise she is going to commit suicide. This was surprising for us, because she is the wife of an engineer who is an officer, and it appears as if everything is okay in the family. Then we were surprised, and afterwards I asked how you have selected and how we have to give this, because aurum metallicum is a very important remedy, anti-syphilitic remedy it is, and also on the higher potency it is given a person who has a tendency to commit suicide. So Master has prescribed this, we have given this to her, and then afterwards we inquired, what was the... Master told us that this is due to the behavior of the husband, that is why she is like this. But that fellow is very much, he is a top engineer and appreciated very much in society, and nobody believes that he has some abnormal behavior. But it was surprising for us how to know this, because we are under training from him. So how we can know this? And we should know accurately. If we make a mistake, then we will make a mistake in treatment also. And so then when she received this medicine, after 1 week she felt much better, and then she revealed that this fellow has a great suspicion about the genuinity of his wife, about the genuine, about the if the wife is really loyal to him or not. Yes. He has suspicion. She is a very good lady. No, there is nothing to suspect about her. But that fellow, it is on the mental level he has such thing, suspicion, intense suspicion. Even though she is a very good lady, she takes care of the family and she takes care of him. She does all these things, but outside he is very, appears to be very good. No, but nobody knows. Even the children also don't know how he has this in. He is so intense. His suspicion is that if her menstruation is little bit delayed for 1 week, then he used to note down the date of menstruation in his diary, controller, and if 1 week is delayed, then he asks, with whom you had? Like this. It is terrible. But she will not reveal, because she is of a very good character and a lady from a good family. So she does not reveal about her husband like this to others. So only she suffers in herself. That master would know, and he gave this medicine to relieve her from this suffering. And then when she got a confidence that I can reveal this to be cured about my husband, she revealed to master therefore.
But how you? That's in this case.
Yes. Yes. He was also attending to the lectures of master, and he has allowed his wife also to attend. So to come to master, he has no problem. But only he has such things. Then master told me, you keep it in mind, this fellow, if he comes, he will definitely come one day for medicine, for some ailment. When he comes, you remember and you give this medicine to him. That is what he told me. So one day really he came. He knows his wife and children are coming for treatment, but he was coming to master, but not for treatment. And one day he came and said, I also need some medicine because I have some digestive problems frequently. Oh, very good. Then master already told us, instructed me what is to be given. So then
This suspiciousness is
see, deep psychosis, suspicious, especially about the character of the other person, genuinity of the other person. So Without hesitation I have given, because Master has instructed me to give, I have given. And then, after a month, then the lady came and said, surprising, my husband is completely changed. How I don't. She also doesn't know. She also doesn't know that Master has given medicine for that. She said, my husband, no more suspicion. He is. She told this to her friend lady, other lady who brought her. These ladies are friends. So she told this to her, and she told the Master, wonderful, she is relieved from the problem because the husband has changed. No more suspicion, no more writing of all these things. Finished? No. Because he is relieved from this blockage. He is relieved from this blockage. Medorinam. Medorhinam. So these are examples how for Master it is so easy. By looking at the person he can know. You know, my brother-in-law, the wife of my sister, he is an allopathy doctor. Yes, he is MD. He is MD in radiotherapy. He is cancer specialist, oncologist. In MD. And at that time, when he was married to my sister, then he knew that his father-in-law is a homeopathic doctor. So for him it is just like that. For homeopathy he has not serious. He was doing his MD in those days. He was a student of MD when he was married to my sister. So he came, because he came to our house for a few days. He was with us. So in the morning he was seeing that his father-in-law is in the dispensary, my father, in the dispensary with the patients. Oh, for homeopathy also so many patients are coming. And it happened that he was just watching, sitting in the dispensary and watching what my father was doing. And then a new case, a lady entered into the gate. There is a dispensary and then there is a gate. She was entering in the compound, and it's a new case, first time. And Master looked at her and told us, because we were on his side, we were under training, and he told us, this lady is having a cyst in the lower lobe of the liver. He told us the size of the cyst also. He told us she is having such size of cyst in the lower lobe of the liver. She's coming. And my brother-in-law was listening to this. What is this? Master, not why. Yes. Master was telling this and he was listening. Master was telling us, we are young doctors, we were under training from him, so he was telling us, and my brother-in-law was listening. He was said, what is this? And he asked us, is a old patient? He said, no, first time coming. And he has not seen yet any reports and x-rays and all these things. How could he say that so he was curious to know now. He was curious whether it is true or not to see. So the patient came and he has taken all the reports from her. because he is of radiology and so he knows